It's a great honor and a privilege to introduce Ludwig Nenkin, and we're here in your beautiful apartment here in Jerusalem. And Ludwig, you knew Rabbi Schonfeld, Rabbi Solomon Schonfeld, personally. So if you could just mention a little about your recollections of this iconic great man, Rabbi Schonfeld.
I also know his son, personally.
Sure.
Because I managed to get him a job in one of the largest estate agents in London.
Wow.
I'm sure you remember it still. The she would ask me, can you help my son? I said yes, and I rang him up. Who was a firm called, yes, Jones, something, I forgot now what's the name of the firm now. They're the biggest firm in London. Anyhow, that's it. So he remembered me, I think. You might remember me.
He will.
I first remember Dr. Schonfeld when he spoke to us in the playground of his school in London before we were evacuated to Shefford. He told us that in view of the times we are living in, we have to be billeted with non-Jews, and we have to eat whatever they asked us to eat except for challah and meat. And if we don't like that, we shouldn't come with them. Quite a few children walked out, and I, many others of course, hundreds of others stayed on. We then came across Dr. Schonfeld again when he visited us in Shefford. Every weekend, every Friday. He brought with him many, many large sausages, which he distributed to all the children for Shabbat. We had a Friday night meal with him, we had a Shabbos meal with him. Then he took a great interest in us, in the school, which was stationed in the country for many, many years. When I qualified, I spent a number of years as a teacher in the Jewish secondary school in Stamford Hill, and again had a lot to do with him there. I was in charge of mathematics and science. And then I came across him when he very kindly helped me bring my parents out from Switzerland to England.
How did he bring your parents from Switzerland, your father?
He managed to get a permit from my father to be a headmaster of the Stamford Hill Adas Yisrael. And with that position, which he said was urgently needed, and he couldn't find any placement for them, the Home Office agreed to allow him to immigrate to England.
But it was fictitious, it wasn't...
It was fictitious, yes.
But that brought your father and your mother?
It brought my mother and my father to England. Unfortunately, my father died within a few weeks after coming to England. Yes.
And can I ask, did you feel Rabbi Schonfeld was like a father figure to you? He was like a father figure to you?
No. We knew him well, but no more than that.
And you had a very close connection with him?
Oh yes, he knew me very well indeed, because I was a pupil of his in the school, then I became a teacher in his school, and later on we met, and I was able to help him in one occasion when I was able to get a position for his son in an estate agent's firm, one of the largest estate agents firm in London.
And Ludwig, when you qualified, Rabbi Schonfeld wanted you to come back to his school. When you qualified, he wanted you to...
Yes, when I qualified, he wanted me to join his school again, but I felt my future lay in commerce rather than school teaching.
And later on in life, when you were married, you still kept a connection with Rabbi Schonfeld?
Yes, Rabbi Dr. Schonfeld was at my wedding, and I even think he was at my father's lawyer.
And Dr. Judith Grunfeld, you knew as well in Schonfeld?
I knew Judith Grunfeld very well indeed, because she was a headmistress in the school. Again, first as a pupil, and then she was headmistress of the primary school while I was teaching in the grammar school in Stafford Hill.
And can I ask, in your opinion, Ludwig, do you think that Rabbi Schonfeld has been given the recognition that he...
No, I don't think Rabbi should. Dr. Schonfeld was very strong in his views. He did tremendous amount of work. I don't think community realized what tremendous work he has done for them. And he would never take no for an answer. He would work day and night to help people. And the rest of the community did look too kindly on that situation.
He wanted to save any Jew, and he wanted his ambition was to save any Jew that was in danger, to bring them to England.
The work he's done in Poland to help hundreds of people can never be forgotten.
He also brought children from Germany and Austria, and yeah, he saved over 3,000. Over 3,000.
He might have taken over people from Germany. I don't know about Austria.
So you have very fond memories of Rabbi Schonfeld.
I have tremendously wonderful memories of him. What he has done in the Hasmonean school, he managed to buy the building, the old building in the Hasmonean school in Hendon, and he built a tremendous school from it. Today it is one of the top Jewish schools in London. It's all due to him.
So he had a profound influence on British Jewry.
He had a profound influence on British Jewry, yes.
And impacted your life in a very big way as well.
He did indeed.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.